And welcome back into Inside Press Box. Our next guest spent 12 seasons on the sidelines as an assistant college basketball coach, helping his programs earn 5 tickets to the big dance in the process. He's 5-star Baltimore's program director, teaching boys and girls the game's fundamentals and offering them a chance to be a part of something bigger than themselves. It's a pleasure to welcome back in Steve Baker. And Stevie, locally, University of Maryland, other than one game, the game that they got really schooled by a more veteran Pittsburgh team, Mark Turgeon's club has been in pretty much every game and pulled out some heart-stopping wins.
They have, and it's good experience early on in the season, and to come out on top while you're still learning is great. Local area fans should be excited to see Maryland this year have a little different look and a different flavor, not so much high expectations and talk of Final Four, less pressure. Turgeon can be lighter with everything and help his young team learn along the way.
And I think Maryland's got a lot of depth, a lot more upper class depth as far as the low post is concerned, which is something we can talk about. But everybody wants to talk about Melo Trimble and what he is and where he's going. And as you look at him over his first 2 years and now into his junior year, where is he as far as development towards being a better basketball player and the NBA is concerned?
I think you're going to see the best Melo we've seen yet this year because one reason, Anthony Cowan. Who was not there. We didn't have that position filled the last 2 years, and Melo had to always be on defense, so to speak, withstanding the pressure of the other team's core of guards. He was our lone point guard. Now with Cowan, who, although young, has proven he can play the point and do it effectively, it frees up Melo to really do what he does best, which is put pressure on the defense, score, distribute, and be that make everyone else better kind of player.
Looking elsewhere around locally, I know you haven't seen them play yet this year, but UMBC is 7-1, first time ever, Gary tells us.
That's right.
He's play-by-play voice of the Retrievers. First time ever, 7-1. You know Ryan Odom a little bit. What do you hear or what do you sense that they're doing a little differently?
Yes, known Ryan a long time, and they like to play an up-tempo style of play. They like to shoot a lot of threes and go quick with the offense. His Lenore Ryan team in Division II last year averaged over 90 points a game. I'm anticipating a great matchup when they play Towson at UMBC in a couple weeks. Have not seen the Retrievers yet, but they're off to a great start, learning under a new coach and experiencing success.
Just as a matter of point, last year they averaged 70 points a game. This year they're averaging 86. That's a plus 16. And you talk about three-pointers. They lead their conference in three-point field goal percentage. They're hitting better than 50% of their shots from outside. But talk a little bit about Towson. You are fairly familiar with them. They do have that big game coming up against UMBC. They have a lot of size. They're long. The UMBC Retrievers are not as long as they are, but they can shoot the three. How do you see that? It's kind of a yin and yang. It's the strength and the inside play of Towson against the speed and the outside ability of UMBC.
It's going to be a battle of wills, that game, and I saw Towson beat Loyola last night. I attended that game. Very impressed with Towson's strength and physicality, their ability to defend and just lock down, defend, and rebound. Caused about 3 shot clock violations with Loyola, couldn't get a shot off. The lone thing about Towson, the hole that I'm concerned, they don't have a true point guard. Point guard by committee. I think they're susceptible to pressure and maybe a fast tempo that UMBC plays, so that'll be an interesting matchup.
Stevie, we got less than a minute. One thing, UMBC is going to get a new arena next year.
Correct.
CQ is in its 3rd season. The venues here locally, we got nice places to watch basketball on the campus of Morgan, Coppin, Towson, Loyola, and UMBC, and of course Navy.
Absolutely. We're keeping up with the Joneses, and it's you always compare yourself to your opponents within your conference, the Hofstras, the Delawares, and so on. So we've made good progress. Just wish we get more fans out locally to support. But the better the teams are, the more the support comes.
All right. We appreciate your stopping by.
Always good to see you.
Thanks, Gary.
Always good to see you.
Thank you, Stan.
Really, always a pleasure.